What does one do when they have Firefly but no Ron May? Currently, we've got two supports that work very, very well, Asta and Gwenhyfen. Both of these characters deal fire damage. One has speed buffs, the other has vulnerability debuffs. Both of these are going to help increase the super break damage while also giving more turns to Firefly when you don't have Ron May. However, what if we wanted the more fun strategy? What if we want to use a character that might just be the best 4-star character in the game? Well, there's a couple of synergies between Xueyi and Firefly. Number 1, the extremely high toughness dealing ult from Xueyi actually can help supplement the weakness break efficiency loss since you're not running Ron May anymore. Also, on top of this, the follow-ups also deal a good amount of toughness as well, helping break those enemies, and you can just use Firefly to pretty much always trigger a super break or, regular break. Not always, sometimes you will have to deal those, 2k dealing damage attacks. However, for the most part, we can help increase that break efficiency without Ron May. And really quick, if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you guys hit that red button. Very, very helpful, and I appreciate it very much. Let's get into the run. Here we are in Apocalyptic Shadow Side 1, and it helps that the enemies are quantum weak. Without the quantum weakness, you really need Ron May, and if you're running Ron May, then you have to drop Gallagher, and then you're running no sustain, and it's a little bit rough, I gotta say, but it can work. Just a lot tougher. Now, here, when we tackle this stage, we're pretty much completely on element. Harmony Trailblazer, not so much, however, we need that super break. Without super break, Firefly, unfortunately, is terrible. So we can focus with Xueyi on the quantum enemies and try to build up more stacks. Obviously, without Ron May, we're not going to be getting those 6 stacks every ult, which just suck quite a bit. However, here, we'll go ahead and send this ult out at Cocolia, and you're going to notice we're going to deal absolutely garbage damage until we're broken, because both Xueyi, Gallagher, Firefly, everybody's built for break. Not a single crit DPS in this entire run, and what that means is, if the enemy's not broken, we're going to be dealing 8 damage. Now this skill here, we can go ahead and target it on Cocolia, and as you can see, it's already in range for the break. So that is the benefit of running Xueyi on the team. Whether the actual damage makes up for it, kind of rough, because you're going to see these super breaks are not going to do too much, and that's just because super break only scales off a couple of things, right? You've got the level of the character. Actually, I'm assuming that is, because that's just the way break is, but those are probably the same. You've got vulnerability, you've got penetration, and you've got defense. Other than these factors, you can't really increase break damage too much. Well, I guess break effect too, of course. So when it comes to that, Harmony Trailblazer, only giving you break effect. Gallagher is giving you that break debuff. Xueyi is doing nothing for debuffs, and same for Firefly. So some form of Death Shred, vulnerability, or Res Pen would have been lovely on this team. Maybe Zhao Chi, the pink hair fox guy. He might be wonderful. Genuinely great. Anyways, 25%, come on. Firefly should be able to clean this up after here. No shield, luckily. The next Japard action will be the shield, so if we can finish it here, that would be ideal. 2%. I'll take the energy, I guess. Oh, come on, Firefly. Go ahead and waste your extra action. Nice. It's a long animation. Very long animation. When I was retrying this run for a high score, that animation actually made me go crazy. It was like when you're loading up a Dark Souls game on like a Xbox 360 or something.
Do you admit this crime?
Go ahead and target this skill towards the quantum, build up 2 stacks. And there's the follow-up. Follow-up won't do much without Ron May, but we can go ahead and target this ult here at the main boss and just start whittling down this toughness, since Firefly is going to be targeting the main one as well the whole time. But since it doesn't have the fire weakness yet, doesn't hurt to attack this little thing. And we got the ult back from the last energy regen. You know, if you guys are not running quid pro quo on Gallagher, you guys will find out that Firefly very rarely is able to get her ult back up in one turn after she loses it. Pretty much never, I want to say. Like, you need a ton of kills or to get hit a ton. I believe it's 89 energy or something, or 99. It's something crazy like that. So without quid pro quo constantly proccing with Gallagher's turns, it is going to be tough if you're not zero cycling it, or one cycling, or two cycling. Okay, almost. It would have been the best if we could actually use the Xueyi ult before it got refreshed from breaking the boss. However, we can't do anything about it, so it's fine. Adios, toughness bar. 295, and ults are back up. More importantly, the boss is just so unbelievably far back in the action cycle because of the break effect that, you know, we don't really have to worry about it coming back and regaining all that toughness. So we're just going to have like 15 actions in a row here. And hopefully Firefly can accomplish something of value in the next couple actions. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Terrible damage for a Harmony Trailblazer. Mine is not up to par. Not bad. Okay. Firefly. Please. Bang. For the builds here on Firefly, we had 155 speed. Even though we're not using the Ronmei tech to hit the 165, I kind of just kept the, you know, the build we had on before. We're at 240 break effect on her light cone and on this cavalry set. 4-star attack chest doesn't hurt too much. You're only losing like 14% attack, so like 7% break effect. Now here, 106, that's because we've got energy regen, because we're using Dance 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 on Harmony Trailblazer, just to kind of just increase that score just by a couple points. If we did have more than E2, obviously you do want that break effect for the conversion trace. Now here on Xueyi, we also ran Cavalry, not the best set because I'm still farming it, but, you know, does pretty good when you're on a super break team. Surprise. Now here, Gallagher, he was just pretty speedy with a good amount of break effect as well, you know. So, God, Gallagher is so good. E6 for that extra weakness break efficiency is a life changer. But that is the Ronmei-less, you know, Firefly Xueyi team. It's kind of bad, I'll be honest. It's not the best team, but it works. It's fun. You know, I just like any team that has Xueyi in it. The Boothilll Firefly comp is much better if you guys do want to go for a duo DPS route, but that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and adios.